Imagine a runner with shoes so worn, their soles barely cling to the earth. Yet every morning before dawn, they lace them up and hit the cracked pavement. This is Leo's story, a high school athlete from a town where dreams felt as brittle as dried leaves. No fancy coaches, no state-of-the-art gym, just a relentless heartbeat and a will that refused to break. Leo wasn't the fastest or the strongest. In fact, he was last to finish in most races. But what he lacked in natural talent, he made up for with an unusual strategy born from necessity. When the track was crowded, he trained by running barefoot over uneven trails, learning to feel the ground, to adapt, to balance every step with precision. His muscles hardened, but more importantly, his mind sharpened. He learned to listen to his body's whispers, to anticipate pain and fatigue before they arrived. Obstacles piled up, a sprained ankle that sidelined him for weeks, skepticism from teammates who saw him as a joke, and the crushing weight of self-doubt whispering that maybe he wasn't made for this. But Leo rewrote the rules of his own game. Instead of chasing the clock, he focused on mastering his form, breathing, and mental endurance. Every setback became data, every failure a lesson etched into muscle memory. The night before the biggest race of his life, the state championship, Leo sat alone under the vast, star-studded sky. He visualized the track, felt the rhythm of his strides, and imagined crossing the finish line not as the fastest, but as the one who refused to quit. When race day arrived, the stadium roared with anticipation. The favorites took off with blinding speed, but Leo stayed steady, his feet whispering secrets to the earth beneath. Midway, a sudden cramp seized his leg, a moment that would break most, but Leo slowed just enough to control his breath, adjusted his stride, and pushed through the pain with a calm fierceness that surprised even himself. In the final stretch, while others faltered, Leo's unique training paid off. His feet, trained to adapt and endure, carried him forward with a smooth, unstoppable momentum. Crossing the finish line, he didn't just win the race, he shattered expectations. Leo's victory wasn't about raw speed, it was a testament to resilience, adaptability, and the power of intentional practice. His journey teaches us that obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're signals to shift strategy, to listen deeper, and to persevere with creativity. So next time you face a challenge, remember Leo's barefoot trail runs. Embrace discomfort, learn from setbacks, and keep moving forward with purpose. Because sometimes, the path less polished leads to the greatest triumph. But Leo's story doesn't end at the finish line. His victory that day was just the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with even greater challenges and deeper lessons. After the race, the town's perception of him began to change. Those who once doubted his methods now sought his advice, curious about the barefoot runs and the mental focus that had propelled him to victory. Leo found himself becoming a mentor, sharing what he had learned not just about running, but about resilience and self-belief. He started organizing early morning group runs on the trails, encouraging others to feel the earth beneath their feet, to find strength in vulnerability and discomfort. Through these runs, Leo discovered the power of community and shared struggle. Each runner brought their own battles, insecurities, and hopes, but together they forged a bond stronger than any finish line. Leo's approach to running evolved as well. He began studying biomechanics and nutrition, hungry to understand how he could further optimize his body's performance without losing the raw, intuitive connection he had developed. He experimented with mindfulness and meditation, learning to quiet the noise of doubt and fear that often plagued athletes under pressure. His training became a holistic practice, integrating mind, body, and spirit. Despite the new attention and growing success, Leo remained humble. He remembered the early mornings spent alone in the dark, the pain of injuries and failures, and the quiet voice inside that urged him on when no one else believed. These memories grounded him, reminding him that true strength comes not from accolades, but from persistence and the courage to be different. As seasons passed, Leo's story spread beyond his small town. He was invited to speak at schools and athletic clubs, inspiring young athletes to embrace their unique paths. He emphasized that greatness isn't reserved for the naturally gifted. It belongs to those willing to listen, adapt, and keep striving in the face of adversity. Leo's barefoot runs became a metaphor for life itself, a journey where the terrain is unpredictable, where discomfort and challenge are inevitable, but where growth and triumph await those who dare to keep moving forward. His legacy wasn't just about winning races, it was about redefining what it means to be a champion. The worn shoes and cracked pavement were symbols of a journey filled with grit and grace, a reminder that sometimes the most profound victories come not from speed or strength, but from the resilience of the human spirit. And so Leo's story continues to inspire, a beacon for anyone facing their own uphill battle. It whispers to us all, embrace the rough path, learn from every stumble, and never stop running toward your dreams, no matter how worn your shoes may be.